Wajdi speaking here. In this quick introduction, I would like to show you how you can use the VIP.LEAN Advanced Links application. In your Jira instance, we are speaking here about the server and data center version. You have to look for this app, VIP.LEAN.LEAN. You will find this VIP.LEAN Advanced Links and you have to install it. That's all. Once you installed the VIP.LEAN Advanced Links application, you can use that for many use cases of advanced links in your Jira instance. Before we start with this, I would like to show you one example. In any case, we have to think about the design of which issue types are related to other issue types and where you would like to have an improvement of way of working and support your end user to immediately put issue types in the context of other issue types. So in this case, we focus on two issue types. I have issue type staffing supplier, which is part of the Jira project staffing suppliers and with a specific key. And we have an issue type called staffing member, which is part of the Jira project staffing members. And one staffing supplier can have zero or many staffing member. That means the staffing supplier is the top level and the staffing member is the bottom level. This is very important. So what we plan to do is to put the staffing member in relationship to the staffing supplier. For that, we will use a link and we will create a specific link for this specific relationship. The staffing member will have a link and the outward direction will be is-staff member of, and the staffing supplier will have an automated link to the staffing member with the inward description has staff member. So what we plan to do is three key features here. First of all, I have an issue picker called assign supplier. When I create this staffing member, I can assign this staffing member to 0 or 1 staffing supplier. By using the issue picker, I can pick the staffing supplier and can link automatically to the staffing supplier. This is the first feature I would like to show you. This is a bottom-up work-wise. A top-down work-wise is I am a staffing supplier and would like to create a member and assign it automatically to me. Here we will use a button. We call it add member. In my example, plus member. And I would like to create a staffing member. I would like to give him some information from my side as a staffing supplier, like my contact address, assignee, and so on. So to inherit some information from here to here, but which is very important also to have this linking of staffing member to staffing supplier. And the third capability is the issue panel to make this story complete. Once I have these staff members related to the staffing supplier, I would like to have a list or a table of all members as part of the staffing supplier, this link. So we have this staff member. You define the outward and the inward description. In this case, is staff member of, has staff member. This is very important to create this link as a first step, but you can also use other standard link like blogs or contains or relate, whatever is up to you. Good. Once you have this link, we will start to make our first issue picker. To make an issue picker custom field, you have to go to the manage apps and pick and link issues and add custom field. I have already created this custom field, so I would like to show you how I created this custom field. I give him a name. In our case, the issue picker should be named assigned supplier. You can give a description for that, which is shown in the screen. Multiple is to decide if you have multiple picker. That means you can pick many keys or only one. And very important, when you create the custom field, it is from scratch, single or multiple. You cannot change later on. And then you put the jQuery. In my example, issue type is equal staffing supplier, so that I pick only the staffing supplier. And the link I'm creating here is the link is called staff member. and I'm taking is staff member off. You still not see that in the screen. You have to add this in your screen. You have to go to this, in this example, staff member screen, and you have to put the assigned supplier as issue picker as a custom field there. You see. The next step, you can go to the create mask. Here, staffing member, the create mask of the staffing member, and you can select your assigned supplier, okay, by selecting the key, or also by searching for this summary, for example, okay. So once you create the member, then this link will be the key will be selected in the issue picker field, and also the link will be created automatically. Good. The next step is to create a button. This button will be placed in the staffing supplier, because we mentioned we have a top down. From the staffing supplier, I would like to create several staffing member. Here you have to go there, create a link issue, and you have to make a create button. I have this already here as a plus member. How it looks? You make a name for the button label. You give a nice background, color for this button, so to have some kind of the differentiation from the Jira own or standard labels or buttons. You mention from which project, in this case staffing suppliers, from which source issue type, in this case staffing supplier, you would like to create which issue type, staff member, from which target project, staffing members. Here, with the creation action, you can define which link type can be used or should be used to be created automatically. Why I didn't select it here? Because I have already issue picker in the target issue type I would like to create, and I will show you. I will put my key here automatically as a parent or as a top-down issue type. I will put it here, and when I do that, this issue picker is already taking care about the creation of the link. Good. We go back, and therefore we have this button. But now it is still not clear which kind of field will be or should be created. Here we have a very powerful configuration of the creation screen we use behind this button. When you click on the button, you decide here which field should be displayed and which fields should not be displayed. First of all, we retrieve all the fields which are part of your create screen automatically, and inform you also which fields are required, so that we support you in this decision step. You have to, in any case, to make sure that the required fields have to be set. This is done by displaying them, and the end user has to fill them. But if you decide, for example, that the summaries should not be displayed, then you have to define an automatic filling option in field. What you can do is to make a constant string. So simply a constant string. If I select here, you can put a constant string. You can make a source field. That means you select from the top-down issue type, from the source issue type, you can select one value of the source field and you put it there. We list you also all the source fields which are available on the source issue type. So this is also automatically. Or you can take the source issue key. Therefore, you have to be careful here, because not every source field can be put in the target field. So you have to be careful about that. Nevertheless, we support you in this process. So I will put the required field displayed for the end user. I decide here to take over the address of the staffing supplier and put it in the member automatically. That's why I decided to put the address here as not displayed, but also to take the source field, and the source field is the address of the supplier. The country is the same way. I take the country of the supplier and transfer it also to the member. Good. For the assignee, I decide here to take the assignee field and put it as assignee to the member. Now we are in the issue picker. Issue picker is a signed supplier. What issue picker is expecting a key. Therefore, I decided here to take the source field, the source issue key. Very important. Okay, that's all what you have to do, and this is quite powerful. Good. We go directly now to the stuffing supplier and try to make a create. Once we are here, I have this as part of called structure plugin, which is a very nice plugin based also on the links we created. So I have here my stuffing supplier, and I have already created a member. I would like to create a second member. This is the button we discussed about. Plus member is automatically displayed here. I click on the member. Let's say I call it test member 2. I see only the field which are part of our configuration. If you see here, the address is not shown, the country is not shown. Why? Because this is automatically inherited from the supplier. Also, if you go here in the payment, you will see I don't have the issue picker anymore. Why? Because this is automatically filled in by the key of the supplier. Okay. I can create many members one after one by using create another. So we don't close the standard function of Jira. Everything is possible, but we have many automation rules behind this creation, and our issue picker is set automatically. I make now a create. If you see that this is very nice, it's automatically done. The second one, test member. You see the second member. What you see as well here, this is the one we created now here, and this is already part of our what we call it issue panel. I show you that as well. I go here and show you which kind of fields have been inherited. The SNE has been inherited. The staff manager has been inherited. If I go there, my issue picker has been inherited from in the creation button based on our rules. So the contact, how to say, the address, the country is already inherited from my supplier. Okay, so it looks quite nice. For the issue panel, it is quite simple. You have to go to your to the related issue panel to, let's say, to complete this story. And I have here issue panel. I have already created a panel. You can do it with this button. Staff member, edit. It's quite simple. You give a number for this web panel. Relation type, we have issue links. Later on we will add also subtask. So staff member, you have to define the link type. So we are using the staff member. We have a very specific link type. We have the has staff member. It's very important. This is the relationship between the supplier and the member. This is not anymore the out word. This is the inward relationship. Then you put the columns here you would like to have one after one. This is the columns of your table. And hide linked issue. That means the standard link issue of Jira will be hidden, so that we have only this panel and no end user is able to delete these links, which is very important for the relationship. And the issue detail view is required here to allow the view of this issue panel also when you have this as part of your board, Kanban board and so on, in the issue detail, but also in structure and so on. Make it safe, and that's all. Therefore, I'm able to use to see this staff member as part of my supplier, and I can start from here any additional action with this member directly from here. Okay, I hope this was very helpful for you to understand the capabilities of our application, and many thanks for your attention.